Hope to clear up some of the misinformation out there about Tillman's death in Afghanistan back in 2004. A 3-year-long investigation showed the Army kept private that Tillman was killed by someone from within his own platoon, even though his family and the public were told that Tillman was killed by enemy fire in Afghanistan. Tillman left the Arizona Cardinals of the NFL to join the U.S. Army in the days after the 9/11 terror attacks on our country. Now, these same hearings are happening in Washington. They're also going to take a closer look at the rescue of Army Private Jessica Lynch. She, of course, is the rescued POW from that Iraqi hospital just in the first few days of the war. She was traveling in the same convoy that was attacked when Lori Piestowal was killed. The hearings will see if her rescue account is accurate.
New this morning, a woman in serious condition this morning after her truck flips over. Cops are saying that the woman's 2 kids inside the truck at the time. Police called to the scene here at North Litchfield and Camelback. Only 1 vehicle was involved. You can see the truck has flipped over. A mother and her 2 kids were inside that truck, but cops saying the kids are okay. The mom, however, was airlifted to St. Joseph's Hospital. Her injuries are serious, but she is expected to be okay. Cops still investigating what caused that accident. A Valley teen in the hospital this morning recovering after a bad crash. Sky Fox over the scene there at the 18-year-old, or as the 18-year-old was pulled from a car at Val Vista and Riggs. Crews had to actually cut her out of the black VW Bug that she was riding in. She was taken to the hospital in bad shape, is expected to survive. A mom and her 6-year-old son also in the hospital this morning. The 2 were crossing the street at 43rd Avenue and Camelback in Phoenix when they were hit by a car. You can see the car's windshield right there, all smashed in, right there on the driver's side. Now, they were both hurt pretty bad. Not a surprise when you see that windshield. They're both expected to live. Police trying to figure out who's at fault. Hundreds of Ahwatukee homes may have to be bulldozed to make way for a new freeway. And as you can imagine, those homeowners aren't really too happy about this. Right now, there's plans for the Loop 202 to run along Pecos Road around South Mountain and connect with the I-10. The Foothills Planning Committee is now getting ready to send out letters to important political leaders explaining their frustrations. New this morning, a Valley man convicted of killing his mother and sister will be sentenced in just a few hours' time. Louis Dotavio was found guilty of 2 counts of first-degree murder. Cops say Dotavio admitted to strangling his disabled mother and mentally challenged sister back in the year 2004. He could get the death penalty. A manhunt continues this morning for a dangerous inmate out on the loose. Clifford Fowler slipped out of a jail in Greenlee County in southeastern Arizona, but he's believed to be hiding out here in the Valley. He was in jail on a hit-and-run charge, but past crimes include raping an elderly woman. He's also part of a white supremacist jail gang. A Tempe woman on her way home from work is robbed and then assaulted, but instead of being a victim, she decides to fight back. The woman had just got off the bus near Priest and Ray Roads, or Priest and Broadway, rather, closer to the downtown part of Tempe, and started walking to her house. That's when 2 men in an SUV pulled up. One guy got out, pointed a gun at her, demanded her purse, and grabbed her breast. Well, she punched him in the face and then ran away to safety. The woman's sister says she's not surprised.
He had a gun in her face, and she was like, no. So she just hit him in the mouth because, I don't know, she doesn't take anything from anyone, I guess.
The 2 guys, including the one she smashed in the mouth, are both on the loose this morning. Cops think they may be driving a teal-colored SUV. People in the area there around Broadway and Priest should be on the lookout.
A woman in Ohio gets an uninvited visitor, and guess who it was? Well, it was this raccoon. There he is, and it had no problem making itself right at home. The video shows the raccoon hiding behind the furniture, kind of scurrying up there onto the television, looking possibly for a way out. Animal control workers had to throw a noose around the critter to get a hold of it and finally let him go outside.
Fox 10 Arizona Morning.